Well, short-lived his debut here in Vernon, but I'm sure he'll be back again.
Look at the traffic for race leader DJ Kennington. We're on board a Kennington prepared machine, the Aaron's Dream Machine, and he's looking at his DJ, who maintains those cars, trying to put a lap on Trevor Siebert, the Lake Excavating 69.
Well, it's good to see Trevor out here on the oval. You know, he's a bit of a road race specialist, as they say, but it's real good to see him here at the oval in Vernon.
Nathan Wink, we talked about him earlier, Billy. He's about to go a lap down. A bit of a surprise. Wink's been pretty quick in the limited time he's been on the series.
Well, he's a pretty qualified little shoe for sure. Don't know a lot about him, but I've heard some good things. But right now, the problem is DJ Kennington is hooked up and running away.
He's really putting it to the field out here, Billy. We can see him closing in on that A&W machine of Jason White. Here's a battle for second. Scott Steckley has the spot. Is Don Thompson really going to hound him at this point in the race, Billy?
Oh, Don Thompson's hunting the lead for sure. He sees it and he wants it.
We've got Todd Lewis pit side with some updates behind the wall.
Fellas, with Dexter Stacey, it's something in the motor. They haven't determined exactly what yet, but it sounds awful when he does try to fire the engine here behind pit wall. It's been a very tough night for both of the drivers for Kahnawake, Quebec. Both of the native Canadians in this race look to be out early in this one. It's an interesting story that they both live very close to each other on the reservation. Both had been involved in a number of forms of auto racing. Dexter Stacey and his dad have raced dirt and sprint cars for a number of years together and against one another. Derek White was a drag racer for an awfully long time. Both decided they wanted to get involved in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Derek White took a course while he was in Florida and loved it, has been hooked ever since. Well, the Stacey family thought that this is the big leagues, this is what they want to be in. Unfortunately, it looks like their night is going to end early in this one.
Frustrating night for sure for those drivers behind the wall. Jason White fighting for his life out there. He wants to get the VTEC free pass, Billy. And great to see the president of VTEC is out to this race tonight. Good to see Mr. Chow on hand.
Well, that's awesome to have him here in person watching these races. We talk about his product a lot on the free pass. You know what? We need supporters like him to keep this sport alive.
Here we are on board the A&W machine. Jason White doing his best to stay down out of the groove of the leaders racing for position. Steckley has cleared the lap traffic. Wow! Trevor Siebert really loose. Might have been off the front end of Jim White.
I'd say there, I was watching that deal coming off the corner. The 26 just give him a little love tap up off the corner. Maybe they're fighting for a little bit of Western pride here. Everybody wants to be the best Western driver when there's only a handful in the field.
Well, and this is the battle for the 12th position, a little further back than they'd like to be. Here's another great story. Joey McComb and the Watch It Dodge going a lap down, but he's running in the 10th spot. He's quietly having a really solid year.
Well, he's keeping the car clean, and that's what he needs to do. He's had some excitement throughout the year. You know, if he can just keep it clean and get going. But there's the guy right there that's got it going for sure. DJ Kennington continues to lead.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. DJ Kennington having his way with the field, Billy. He just lapped the 9th place car of Anthony Simone.
And you know what? Adam Simone almost didn't make the trip out west at all. A deal was made at the last minute. The Simone family teamed up with Donald Meade and the RX100 group to form an alliance. Big plans in the works for this team. Pay attention. That'll be coming down the pipe.
Great to see for that team. They've hung around and they've worked pretty hard. Here we're on board the Castrol Edge machine as he's working to put a lap on Jason Hathaway in the Snap-on Dodge.
Look at that car on DJ's come up off the bottom. He gets it straight, squeezes the gas, doesn't spin the tires. A little bit of brake usage, or you see the rotors glowing on the front of the 17 car, but he's in heavy traffic and he's trying to put as many cars a lap down as he can.
How long can they go like that with the brake rotors glowing?
Wow, we got real good product now. These brakes are bulletproof. You can have them red for 300 laps if you want, but you certainly don't want to do it. There's a fight for 5th place. Pair of Dodges, the 16-9 of Mark Dilley.
Great battle side by side. Mark Dilley looking good as he's clung to the white line on the inside. That car really going through the corner as well. Oh, what a great sound. Listen to that Mopar power. Ron Beauchamp Sr. puts a lot of power under the hood for young Ron Beauchamp Jr. I was going to say cornering's one thing, but it feels good when you handle on the straightaway, doesn't it?
You know, as a retired driver, there was one place I wanted my car to handle, and that was down the straightaway.
Oh, and this can't be good news, Billy. The 26 of Jim White's pulled it behind the wall, nosed into the pit box.
Well, the Kamloops driver out for sure. It sounds like a motor problem. She was not under its own power when he came to pit road.
DJ Kennington getting around John Gaunt. That's the 7th place driver going a lap down.
Well, we got a lot of traffic in front of the Castrol-Edge Dodge of Kennington, but he's picking them off one by one, putting on a clinic here tonight in Vernon, British Columbia.
At this pace, there's not going to be a lot of cars left on the lead lap.
Oh, he's putting a clinic on Adam. Look at this. Down into turn 3 on the outside, clears Gaunt by 2 car lengths, grabs the 48, heading for the 69 off of turn 4.
He is making tracks. You see Ron Beauchamp just in front, and we've got Todd Lewis down in Kennington's pit.
Let's find out about our leader. Dave White, DJ has been out in front since the drop of the green, but now he's really having to deal with traffic. Is he saying anything about the car or how it's handling the traffic?
You know what? We got a real good Castrol-Edge Dodge right now. It's handling real good. We're just trying to save a lot for the end. Brakes are big here, so we're trying to save them. And lap cars are treating us well, so I think we'll have a good car at the end of the day today.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh, talk about lap cars. That's so important. Respecting the leader when he's got a good car. Ron Beauchamp Jr., a little loose up off the corner. That's the 6th place car. He's putting a lap down.
If this is what DJ looks like when he's saving his race car, what's it going to look like when he really starts to drive it?
Well, you know, DJ in his career, he's never really been that aggressive guy. He puts him down, sets him into the corner, and really doesn't chew the equipment up.
Tell you what's impressive here. Look at John Gaunt, that high-tech car. He's keeping pace with DJ Kennington. He went a lap down, but at this rate, if he can keep picking off cars behind DJ, he'll be in line for the VTEC pass.
Well, he seems to be using the same lane that DJ's using, and it's really working well for him as he gets by the Ron Beauchamp machine.
Still there. You are clear, clear, clear. Great work, Johnny. Great work, buddy.
Boy, they're not kidding. That is great work by John Gaunt, who puts the move on Beauchamp. Looks like some clear traffic in front of DJ, so Gaunt's in a great position should that yellow come out. It may or may not, though, Billy. With the way the cars are driving out here, everybody looks to be giving people a little bit of room, and we're having some green flag racing.
Well, the racing spread out pretty good, Adam, and you know what? 300 laps under green would be pretty exciting because these pit crews really not used to making green flag pit stops.
That's very true as we're looking at Scott Steckley. Started second, running in second. That's the kind of consistency they've been looking for.
Well, it's going to get down to who made the best guess on the chassis setup. We started under the sun. The lights are on now. The temperature's going down. The track's going to get some more bite in it, and the chassis got to be ready for the changes in the track.
You can really see Thompson taking his time in lap traffic as Fitzpatrick battling on the outside with Mark Dilley. We've got 100 laps in the books already. Hard to believe. DJ Kennington's the leader with Steckley running second in the 22. Don Thompson runs third, J.R. Fitzpatrick fourth, and Mark Dilley fifth. That's the battle we're looking at. Dilley has just passed J.R. Fitzpatrick for that position.
Yeah, here we are riding on board with DJ Kennington, that Castrol-Edge Dodge. He's trying to put the 4th place car a lap down.
What a view we're getting from DJ Kennington. I mean, these are great drivers racing as hard as they can, and here comes DJ to put them a lap down. That has to be a little bit deflating for these guys.
Well, they keep digging. You know, it's a long race. They know anything can happen, but right now, DJ wants this race to stay green. But sooner or later, he's going to have everybody a lap down but himself, the way this car is going. Listen how smooth he is down. Listen to him going in the corner. Listen. Nice and easy on the throttle. Look at the hands on the steering wheel. Quiet hands, happy feet. Look at that. He's just now wide open throttle at the start-finish line. That's smooth.
Lap on the track right now. Caution, caution, caution.
And finally, we get that yellow flag that so many teams have been waiting for.
Well, the guys with them cars that weren't handling the best and DJ was putting a lap down, they're happy for sure because now they can get to pit road, fresh rubber, some track bar adjustments, and some fuel for them hungry motors. Sammy Putnam's going to put left side tires on. Watch this.
Man, he's
5 off. Yeah, for sure, Adam. Call it. There he goes. 5 back on. Bang, bang, bang. Let's watch this.
One of the best in the business is Putnam. Even with a mistake, they've got that car serviced quick. We've got Todd Lewis in the home hardware stall.
First caution period of the night, and everybody taking the opportunity to make pit stops. The number 4 of Don Thompson Jr. getting fuel and a tire pressure adjustment. The 22 of Scott Steckley also getting fuel and an adjustment. Lots more from Motoplex Speedway when we return.